Welcome back to Jonez Garage. This is episode 17. Last week we worked on the driver's side. This week we're going to work on the passenger side. I'm going to get this fender off. I'm going to align this door exactly where I want it. Align the fender, show you guys how I get these body lines to match up. I'm going to start by pulling this fender off real quick. I just have it on with a couple of vice grips and a couple bolts. I just have it hand tight. Just going to set this over here out of the way. So first I'm going to be adjusting the hinges on the door. I need to bring this out some. This gap is way too tight. And then after that, I'm going to be pulling the door backwards. You can see this gap way too big. Right now, I'm happy where the striker's at. So I'm going to keep this door shut. And then I'm going to start adjusting these hinges on the door. So I'm going to loosen up these top two. And the bottom. You can see the door starts moving all over. Then I'm going to take my shim. I cut this to 3/16. That's about the gap I want. Put that where I want it. I'm just going to tighten one up right now. Tighten this top one. Just to kind of hold that in place. So that gap is bigger now. The door still lines up all right here. That might be out a little bit, but when I can adjust the striker to go in more. But down here, this is way in, so I'm going to pull it out with that bottom hinge. So I'm going to pull on the door and tighten up this bottom bolt. The door is still in a little bit, but it's way better than it was. So now I just have the top bolt and the bottom bolt tight on these two hinges up there. I fixed this gap up here. Actually, I can bring this out a little bit more still, but now I want to adjust the door back since I already got this pretty close to where I want it. I'll adjust it back, and then I'll mess with that again, and I'll mess with the striker as well. Now I'm going to loosen up the hinges from the inside, and then I'm going to pull the door back. This gap's a little too big yet, so I'm going to use a clamp and squeeze the door in. I'm also going to see how it fits. This. Really good. Now I'm going to tighten it all back up. Now I'm going to pull his clamp off and see if it stayed where I want it. See it sprung back, but yeah. Yeah, this is way better. And I'm going to put weld on all the edges of the door and then grind it back to make it perfect. Like this isn't going to be, I just wanted it tight in a couple spots. Just from the factory way these doors are, like it's not going to be perfect. The only way is to add weld and grind it. Now I'm going to loosen up this top hinge one more time. I just want to get this a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to tighten everything back up. Now I'm happy with the gaps. I'm happy with the alignment on it. It lines up good with the quarter panel. The door's not too high, not too low. The body lines all line up. In some of these spots, I'd rather have the door higher than the quarter panel for when I do body work. I feel like it's a really good spot. The striker's not pulling the door at all. It opens and closes really nicely. Lines up good to the rocker. Good gap. Now I can throw this fender back on here. Just putting stuff on loosely. I'm not fully tightening anything down yet. So this fender is gonna be really tricky. This one isn't originally off this car. This is a '64 Falcon. This fender is off a '65, and I don't even know if it's off a Falcon or Ranchero or what. I don't know if it's off a sedan, a coupe, a wagon, and I don't know if there's differences in between the fenders on all three of these or whatever other cars there are for this. But so right now, I'm just going to get this up about where I think it should go. And then I'm going to have to end up cutting the gap I'm going to want because this is going to be touching the door over here for sure. So I'm just going to clamp it in place. Just line up. I'm going to line up the body lines as best as I can right now. And then this fender is going to have to get modified. So as you can see, this is really close to the door. Just a little bit bigger, tight. Then it hangs out a lot because it's binding down here. So I'm gonna cut the gap I'm gonna want and then weld it up. The doors, I mean, the door can't even go back anymore. It's already, the latch is already super close to the striker. I mean, I could try to get it back a little bit more. But this is binding on the rocker anyways. So if I move the door back, it's not even going to matter because the fender can't go back anymore because of the rocker. So I'm fine with, I'm going to keep the door where it's at. I'm going to make this fender fit where I want it. You can see even the body lines have a different profile. Pretty similar, but definitely a lot sharper in the center on this fender. Like I said, I don't know exactly what this fender was off of. It was on the car when I bought it. On the inside, they just wrote 1965. So they got it from somewhere and threw it on here. It never fit since I've had this car. So I'll modify it and make it fit. Well, that's going to be it for this week. We got the door where we want it to be. This fender is going to be a pain. I need to get the hood on first before, I need to get this thing lined up more before I start cutting and getting this fender all moved around. But at least we got a starting point. Like, we know this door is where we want it. We know this grill is where we want it. So we just need to make this fender fit. Well, we need to get the hood where we want it too. Then we need to make this fender fit all three of those. We got three sides that, whatever, if we got to cut, add metal, grind, whatever, we'll figure it out. But please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you like this style better. I talked more during this video, or if you guys want me to shut up and just listen to music and watch me work. Check out my playlist, 64 Falcon Restoration Series. We'll see you next Sunday.